Hey Astros fans, welcome to today's edition of Extra Innings, the Astros Fans UK next day recap on Astros ball games. Game 156, Astros 3, Mariners 7. Let's dive into the big talking points from a devastating loss to fall to a series sweep defeat at home with 3 up, 3 down. 3 up, leading off, Jose Altuve. Not many of our bats showed up yet again, but one who definitely did was Altuve. With Jeremy Pena missing after picking up a small injury in the previous game, the little boss was back in his old role of leadoff hitter and picked up 2 hits, including a first pitch double in the first and an RBI base hit in the 7th, while also drawing our solitary walk in the game and taking a hit by pitch. Up second, Zach Cole. The exciting rookie added to his early career hype with the home run in the 3rd inning that Bat King Cole absolutely destroyed 443 feet over right centre field. Unfortunately, we were already 0-7 down by this point, so it amounted to little more than a consolation run in the end, but with this plus another base hit later on, there are some exciting signs that Cole could be an important part of our offense in the very near future. Up third, AJ Blueball. Another one to watch beyond this year will be Blueball, who was excellent once again in pitching 3 consecutive 1-2-3 innings across the 4th, 5th and 6th. Yes, the damage had already been done before he came into the game, but that shouldn't detract from another display of this quality. I can't wait to see what Blueball has in store for us as a bona fide starter in 2026. 3 down, first out, Jason Alexander. It was a brutal night for Alexander, who has been so good and so integral to our efforts in the second half of the season, but it all fell to pieces for him in horrible fashion in a nightmare 7-run second inning that killed our chances. Alexander was unfortunate in that a bunt and soft contact allowed the first 2 hitters to reach, but from there on in, it was sadly a disintegration. Firstly walking in a run with the bases loaded, then giving up a killer grand slam to JP Crawford to put us down 0-5. But that also wasn't it, as after another base hit, he then gave up a 2-run homer to Cal Raleigh, as his ridiculous year continued, putting us down 0-7, totally out of the game. His night then ending after yet another hit. Absolutely hate to see Alexander have to go through this after what he's given us this year. Second out, risk failures again. After Altuve's leadoff double in the first, we simply had to find a way to drive him in, but instead we contrived to put together a swift and rancid series of at-bats that failed to even get Altuve to third. It was a costly failure as we ended up never taking any lead during the course of the whole series. Third out, hitting approach woes continue. With only 1 walk during the course of the game, it's mystifying how we can approach that game versus Jacob deGrom the other day so intelligently and successfully, then just lapse back into horribly rushed at-bats like this, with just 8 pitches in our first inning and 7 pitches in our second. How do we analyse our games? A couple of extra points to finish on. Rapid turnaround. What a difference a little over a couple of days makes, as we entered the series flying high after the sweep of the Rangers atop the AL West, just 1 game off the AL second seed position. Sadly not anymore after this. And battle over, war goes on. With the loss we dropped to 84 and 72, now 3 full games behind the Mariners in the AL West, who also hold the tiebreaker with just 6 games left to play. Realistically, our long AL West reign looks like it's over, with us needing an unlikely Mariners meltdown, meaning a first full season without the division title for us since 2016. But the war is still on, as the race for the wildcard places is red hot, with us facing off in a 4-way fight against the Boston Red Sox, the Cleveland Guardians and the Detroit Tigers. It's not what we wanted, but getting into October is all that matters, regardless of how. Up next is an off day before 3 huge games in Sacramento against the A's. 6 games remain, every one of them huge. That's it for today's Extra Innings, the next day recap. Let me know your takes on the loss and the sweep defeat in the comments. Make sure you're following at Astros Fans UK on all platforms, and I'll catch you soon for the next edition of Extra Innings. Go Stros!